Good morning and welcome back to the channel and to the River Stour. So I'm actually just here at Bures Mill. On my left, unfortunately, there's a lot of scaffolding up it, but it's a beautiful Grade 2 listed building. I think it's 18th century or very early 19th century, but absolutely gorgeous. And we're doing about 10 kilometres of the River Stour down to Nayland today. Got a few weirs to go over, not as many as last time, and also going to see Smallbridge Hall, which is in about 3 kilometres time, and just some really nice paddling on a much broader river. It was a bit narrow in places before, but much broader now. If I can go around this way, there you can see Bures Mill just behind me, and it looks like the river's going to get a little bit narrow again. Unfortunately today the wind is pretty strong. We've got about 30-mile-an-hour gusts forecast, but it's coming from the southwest, which means most of the time it should be pushing us along. But let's see, by the time we get to Nayland, we're going to be halfway along the entire paddleable section of the river. One more day after that, which is about 10.5 kilometres to Stratford St Mary, and then the last day will take us through Dedham and Flatford, and then we'll turn out at Cattawade and just by the Stour estuary. So far there has been some pretty narrow sections on here that we were not expecting. Got properly whacked in the face by a branch, but the current, I can feel the weed on the bottom, the current is pretty strong, so it's pushing us along at a decent speed even without paddling. I think with paddling we're probably hitting 3-ish miles an hour. Look at that. But really adventurous. This is just not what we were expecting. So we're just past the portage point, just at, I think it's at Wormingford, yeah, just at Wormingford. and I think this is the second to last portage point before we get to Nayland. And I thought we were only about 3 kilometres in, but I've just checked the GPS and it says we're 4.1 kilometres in. Always I can pick up a bit of speed here as I go through this narrow gap. So yeah, we're almost halfway. I think in about 800 metres, something like that, we should be at the halfway point today. And unfortunately from where I am, I thought I might be able to see Smallbridge Hall from here, but I couldn't. Briefly saw it from the river and hopefully managed to get a shot. Just whacked the GoPro up above me. But beautiful, beautiful listed building. I think it's grade 1 listed. And I think it dates to like 14 something. Could be a little bit later. But it's been beautifully restored and it's only probably 100 metres from the riverbank. And in such a beautiful area as well. Because we are properly in Dedham Vale area of outstanding natural beauty now, and we will be all the way to the end.
We did have Greg round, I think it was when you were around.
What an absolutely awesome place to camp. So I believe once a year they do a kind of challenge kayaking route from Sudbury all the way to the sea, and you actually camp here overnight. So they do it over 2 days because it's about a 40-kilometre route. But imagine camping right by the river, just popping your kayak in or your paddleboard. We're just here at Wiston Mill. It is this white building over here, and we've got about 1 kilometre or so left until we get to the village of Nayland, where we're going to stop for the day. So we're just now at the end of this section of the River Stour, and we're coming up to the little green in Nayland. And this is where we're going to resume when we come back another day. And from here to Stratford St Mary.